Oh, welcome back to Steve's Corner. Uncle Joe pardons Hunter. I know y'all saw that. You can't help it. Every time you turn on TV, you see something about it come on there. I saw this a couple nights ago when it happened. I forget when it was exactly. Sunday night maybe. I went back to the bedroom, lay down, and watch the ball game, and I seen it come on there. And and man, they're still talking about it. I just heard them talking about it on the TV in there just now. And I don't see all the big brouhaha over it. It don't bother me a bit. But a lot of people seem ticked off about it, and I don't understand that. I have more respect for him doing it than not doing it. I can tell you that. I mean, he's a dad. It don't matter whether nobody else in the world has that ability to pardon their own kid for something they did wrong. If I had that ability, if one of my kids got in trouble, I'd have done the same thing. I mean, what are you going to do? He was a dad first. He's been a dad longer than he was ever president. I mean, I got no faults in it at all. I don't see the outrage behind it myself. And it don't matter to me that he said numerous times he would never pardon him because he valued the rule of law and thought nobody was against was bigger than the law or whatever. What's he gonna do? He's a dad. He's going to, man. I would. Ain't no two ways about it. If I got the ability to help one of my kids out of a jam, ain't no way in the world I wouldn't do it. Now I know at times there comes a time when you got to cut the fat and get. You know what I mean? But well, we knew a lady lived around the corner up there. I mean, she had cut ties with her daughter, but because it was bringing her down and it was ruining her health. But pardoning your son for something like that, I don't know. But I hear they talking about him wanting to do it for his whole family now. So I don't know. If he's got the power, man, let him do it. I don't care. I don't fault him for none of that mess. I hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving. Considering everything's going on, hey man, we had about as good a Thanksgiving as we could have down here anyways. But I spent the past couple of weeks probably looking at all them videos about telling me how bad a person I was, how vile I am, and how I sold out my wife and daughter because I voted for a criminal. And this past election has really broke me. I'm pretty much give up on all that stuff. I say that now, but in 4 years, I'll probably tune back in and follow all the mess that goes on around them anyways. Sort of like the Olympics. They come around once every 4 years. You might not care for soccer or swimming or whatever, but you watch it anyways because you don't get to see it often. But, man, this year I tried to, I always do. Every election. I try to see the other point of view. Try to understand why people vote the way they do. And I just am not able to do it. And I research the candidates the best I can. I get accused a lot of not watching anything but conservative media or whatever. And that's bull. But I let it all slide because, hey man, nobody knows you unless they're talking to you, you personally. They don't have any idea. But, my thing is I wasn't the one that kept saying Uncle Joe was fully with it mentally right up until the day he left. Evidently the ones that were fooled by all that was watching one type of media too. But honestly, man, I think it's gotten to a point in the U.S. that we're all watching the same movie, but to one of us it's a comedy or a drama or a horror flick, and to the other one it's something totally different. It's a horror flick or suspense or love story or whatever. You know, it's just the way it is in the country now, and I think it's sad. You know, I do. You know, with the people we got in this country, the knowledge and the technical abilities and everything, man, it could be so much better than it is now. But we're so separated from each other. And after a major election like this, each side tends to turn away from the other, and I think that's wrong. You can't fix anything by turning your back on it and running away. That's what got me, was especially this past week, dude. Talking about all the people want to uninvite people to their daggone Thanksgiving dinner. I think that's just stupid as heck. I just do. You know, it wouldn't bother me. Hey man, there's a lot of reasons I don't want to go to a family dinner, but politics sure as heck ain't one of them. I think people take that stuff way too personal. I'm serious. You know, we've been a country for almost 250 years. You think all the sorry butts we've had in there, we're still standing. Sure, we're a little shaky at times, but I mean, we always come around. It's because the country is more than the president. It's the people in it. And that's what determines what kind of country we live in. You know. But people are so blinded by their personal views on things that, you know, they want to turn their backs and they don't want to get together and learn from each other. And, hey man, I think that's wrong. You know, I know I'm talking utopia, but you know, I mean, I'd rather do that than actually lose hope that we can build a good country. You know, not that it's not good now, but it could be so great. You know, I don't know, man. You know, a couple years back, I did a thing about I did a video about me being the most hated man in the world. I was a white Christian heterosexual male with a job, but according to all them videos I've been watching, that don't hold a toast to voting for the felon. You know, I've been called every name in the book: racist, vile, misogynistic, and all this other junk. You know, I can't understand how voting for somebody, or how somebody sees how I voted as being like that. You know, I mean, I try to listen, I try to figure it out, but I can't, man. I just can't. You know, so I'm gonna have to quit all that political junk. You know, I don't know. I don't know, man. But hey, man, y'all enjoy your week, and we'll talk to y'all later.